Welcome back to Who Died Today, where we honor remarkable lives and bring you the latest updates. Today we have a heartbreaking update on Jamal Murray. His recent injury has left fans wondering, will he recover in time for the next game? Stay tuned as we dive into the details. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tributes and updates. Let's get started. Art Evans wasn't just an actor. He was a storyteller, a trailblazer, and a man whose life was as layered and compelling as the characters he brought to the screen. Today, we celebrate the life of a true Hollywood legend whose journey spanned over 5 decades and touched countless hearts. Born Arthur James Evans on March 27, 1942, in Berkeley, California, Art's love for storytelling began early. Growing up in a modest family, he was deeply inspired by the cultural richness of his community and the power of words. He pursued theater arts with unrelenting passion, honing his craft at the Theater of Being in Los Angeles, a pioneering stage founded by Frank Silvera to give Black artists a voice during a turbulent time in history. It was here that Art's journey began, with roles that showcased not just his talent, but his commitment to telling stories that mattered. His life. In 1965, Art took a leap that would change his life forever. A starring role in James Baldwin's The Amen Corner on Broadway. This performance wasn't just a debut, it was a declaration of his arrival as an actor to be reckoned with. Friend and co-author said, Art brought something special to the stage, a vulnerability and strength that made you believe in the story. He wasn't acting, he was living the role. Art Evans transitioned to film and television with a determination to make every role unforgettable. In 1976, his portrayal of blind Lemon Jefferson in Leadbelly demonstrated his incredible range. His musicality, honed through years of playing instruments, brought authenticity to the role and marked the beginning of his cinematic legacy. But his big breakout came in 1984 with the critically acclaimed war drama A Soldier's Story. Art's portrayal of Private Wilkie, a character equal parts ambitious and flawed, earned him widespread recognition. The film received 3 Academy Award nominations, cementing its place in history. Art once said, "The most important thing about a character isn't what they say, it's what they don't say. That's where you find the truth." And truth was what he brought to every role. Art's path to success wasn't without its challenges. In the 1990s, as the industry shifted, Art found himself navigating roles that often typecast Black actors. Yet, he never compromised on his integrity, using his craft to highlight the humanity of every character he portrayed. There's a little-known story about Art during the filming of Die Hard 2. While on set, Art advocated for safety measures for the crew during an intense action sequence. His insistence led to a safer environment, earning him the respect of his peers, but also whispers of being difficult. For Art, standing up for what was right always came first. The end. Art's talents extended far beyond acting. He starred in Stevie Wonder's Go Home music video, a collaboration that reflected his deep love for music and storytelling. He also appeared in beloved TV series like A Different World, where he played Mr. Johnson, bringing humor and heart to every scene. Art could light up a room. He didn't just play roles, he connected with people, both on and off screen. Behind the fame was a devoted husband and father. Art's wife, Babe Evans, described him as a man who filled every room with laughter and warmth. Together they raised a son, Ogata, who carries forward his father's legacy of kindness and creativity. But Art also battled personal challenges. In his later years, he faced complications from diabetes. Yet even during his struggles, he never lost his humor or his love for life. Wife's comment: Art would always say, "Life's not about the script, it's about the improvisation." He lived every day with that spirit. Many of the most intriguing stories about Art comes from his time on Christine, The cast joked that he brought a good luck charm to set, a small trinket he claimed kept the car from acting up. Whether it was true or not, no one dared challenge Art's superstitions. "Not a Star Wars movie," the narrator said. "I guess it's a pretty decent movie." And did you know Art turned down roles in major blockbusters because he believed they didn't honor the authenticity of black characters? It was a quiet rebellion, but one that spoke volumes about his values. Art may not have won an Oscar, but his impact was undeniable. From A Soldier's Story to Die Hard 2, his performances were his awards, each one a gift to audiences who cherished his work. On December 21, 2024, we lost Art Evans, a man whose talent, kindness, and courage left an indelible mark on Hollywood and the world. As we remember his extraordinary life, we're left with this question. What's your favorite memory of Art Evans, and how did his performances impact you? Share your thoughts below and celebrate the life of a true legend. Australian mourns Bert, the crocodile who stole our hearts. Bert wasn't just a crocodile, he was a living legend. A creature so powerful, so untamed, and yet so deeply captivating that he became a symbol of Australia's raw, rugged beauty. But beneath his tough exterior lay a story filled with mystery, triumph, and an unyielding spirit. Today we celebrate his remarkable journey, a journey that ended peacefully on December 23, 2024. This is the untold, unforgettable story of the... Bert's life wasn't perfect. He wasn't born into fame or fortune. The truth is, Bert was captured from the Reynolds River in the 1980s, a river as wild and untamed as he was. Stripped from his home, he arrived at a crocodile farm where he earned a reputation, not for being tamed, but for refusing to be. Bert was different. Even then, he made it clear he was no one's to control. Bert didn't bond with others, and attempts to pair him with female crocodiles were met with indifference or outright defiance. As one of his longtime caretakers said, Bert was fiercely independent. He didn't want a mate, didn't want to share his space. It was as if he knew he was meant to be a solo star. And a star he became. In 1986, Bert's life changed forever. Hollywood came calling, and Bert was cast in a brief but iconic role in the blockbuster film Crocodile Dundee. His powerful lunge from the water, even if only a few seconds on screen, captured the spirit of Australia's wilderness and left an indelible mark on audiences worldwide. But here's the irony. The scene that made him famous, it was almost overshadowed by a cinematic blunder. Another scene mistakenly featured an American alligator. Yet, for those who knew him, Bert's presence was unmatched. He didn't just perform, he embodied the wild. Bert's early years were not without hardship. Captivity wasn't easy for a creature of his nature. At the crocodile farm, he developed a reputation for his fiery temperament. He challenged handlers, resisted attempts to tame him, and made it clear Bert wasn't meant to be ordinary. An interview with a Crocosaurus Cove caretaker. He wasn't just aggressive, he was assertive. Bert had this way of looking at you, almost like he was saying, "I'm in charge here," and we respected that. It was this very defiance that made him unforgettable. It was what made him Bert. Despite his fiery exterior, Bert had a quiet side too. At Crocosaurus Cove, where he lived from 2008, staff recall how he loved to bask in the sunlight, motionless for hours. It became known as his thinking spot. He's like a Terrence Taylor. Bert would just sit there watching us. It felt like he was the one studying us, not the other way around. Over the years, Bert became more than a movie star. He became an ambassador for crocodile education and a symbol of Australia's untamed spirit. Thousands of visitors marveled at his size, his power, and his presence. For many, he wasn't just a crocodile. He was a reminder of the wild, a piece of nature that refused to be forgotten. Head House. Crocosaurus Cove plans to honor him with a commemorative sign. But perhaps Bert's greatest tribute is the lessons he left us: to respect nature, to honor its power, and to remember that some forces are meant to remain untamed. As one of his longtime caretakers said, Bert didn't need words to teach. His presence alone said it all. Nature's not ours to control, but to honor. Bert's life reminds us of the beauty and mystery of the wild. As we say goodbye to him, we're left with this question: what is your most unforgettable memory of Bert? Or what fascinates you most about crocodiles? Share your thoughts below, and let's keep Bert's legacy alive. In loving memory of Bert, 1930s to 2024, a true icon of the wild, forever in our hearts. Jamal Murray's legacy, from bubble hero to Nuggets leader. Jamal Murray isn't just a basketball player. He's a warrior, a leader, and the heartbeat of the Denver Nuggets. From breathtaking performances in the NBA bubble to becoming one of the most electrifying guards in the league today, Murray's journey is nothing short of inspirational. Today, we celebrate the player, the passion, and the perseverance that make him a true icon of the game. And in the captive silence that followed, Jamal Murray was born to compete. Growing up in Kitchener, Ontario, his love for basketball was ignited by intense backyard battles with his father, Roger. It was there that he developed his signature confidence, a mix of icy composure and fearless determination. His journey took him to the University of Kentucky, where he shined under the bright lights of college basketball, averaging over 20 points per game in his freshman season. Drafted 7th overall by the Denver Nuggets in 2016, Murray's rookie season showed flashes of brilliance. But it was in the 2020 NBA playoffs that the world truly witnessed his greatness. Stepping backward, he provided space for others to take form. In the unforgettable NBA bubble, Jamal Murray became a household name. Facing elimination not once but twice, he delivered back-to-back 50-point games against the Utah Jazz, willing the Nuggets to historic 3-1 comebacks in consecutive series. His resilience and clutch performances earned him the nickname Blue Arrow. Jamal didn't just play basketball, he elevated it. He became a symbol of hope, a reminder that no deficit is insurmountable, with heart and determination. After the highs of the bubble came one of the toughest challenges of Jamal's career, a torn ACL in April 2021. For over a year, the Nuggets and their fans waited as Murray poured every ounce of his energy into recovery. When he finally returned to action, it was as if he hadn't missed a step. His fiery performances, like his recent 27-point outing against New Orleans, remind us all why he's one of the league's most dynamic guards. This season, Jamal Murray has been pivotal for the Nuggets. Since returning from a hamstring injury, he's been on a scoring tear, averaging 19.1 points per game and hitting the 20-point mark in 4 consecutive games. His ability to take over when it matters most, like forcing overtime with a clutch step-back jumper in New Orleans, shows why he's Denver's closer. The Nuggets thrive when Murray thrives. They're 7-3 when he scores 20 or more, and undefeated when he hits 25. His presence on the court isn't just valuable, it's game-changing. Unfortunately, even warriors face setbacks. On Sunday night, Jamal sprained his right ankle during that thrilling overtime win against New Orleans. The injury forced him to sit out Monday's game against the Phoenix Suns. Head coach Michael Malone has confirmed that Murray is receiving around-the-clock treatment, and while he's currently day-to-day, the hope is that he'll be ready for the Nuggets' highly anticipated Christmas Day rematch against the Suns. As Coach Malone said, "We're hoping it's not a long-term thing." The entire Nuggets nation stands behind Jamal, wishing him a speedy recovery. As we await his return to the court, let's remember what makes Jamal Murray special. It's not just his talent, it's his heart. And as he takes this brief pause, we ask you, what's your favorite Jamal Murray moment? Share it below, and let's keep cheering for the Blue Arrow. Jamal Murray isn't just a basketball player, he's a fighter, a leader, and the heartbeat of the Denver Nuggets. From his backyard battles in Kitchener, Ontario, to becoming a star in the NBA, Murray's journey is one of resilience and passion. Drafted in 2016, Murray quickly proved himself, but it was the 2020 NBA bubble where he truly became a legend. With back-to-back 50-point games and historic comebacks, the Blue Arrow became a household name. Then came his toughest challenge, a torn ACL in 2021. For over a year, Murray worked tirelessly to return, and when he did, he reminded everyone why he's one of the league's most dynamic guards. Since returning, Jamal has been unstoppable, averaging 19.1 points per game and leading Denver to crucial wins. But after spraining his right ankle during Sunday's overtime win against New Orleans, he missed Monday's game against the Suns. Coach Michael Malone confirmed Murray is returning to the Christmas Day game. Murray. As Nuggets Nation rallies behind him, we ask, what's your favorite Jamal Murray moment? Share it below and keep cheering for the Blue Arrow. Get well soon, Jamal. Nuggets Nation stands with you. Thank you for watching and honoring these stories with us. If you're hoping for Jamal's swift recovery, share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on more tributes and breaking news. See you in the next video.